will close after the first period intermission. Jerseys number 24 to 94 will close at the end of the second intermission, and captains and goalie jerseys will close at the end of the game.
Good afternoon and welcome to the St. Thomas Stars YouTube channel. We are streaming today's game live from Waterloo, Ontario at the Waterloo Memorial Recreation Centre. It's a beautiful building here. They've got a lot going on. A pool inside the complex and a couple of courts for ping pong and badminton. Lots to do here at the Rec Centre in Waterloo. Beautiful place. And the St. Thomas Stars will be taking on the Siskins on this matinee game, as the Stars got the victory in Listowel on the matinee game last Sunday. So their second Sunday in a row. They'll hope to repeat their success. Came out with a 4-2 victory in that occasion. And tonight this afternoon, I should say, I'm going to have to get used to that. They take on the Waterloo Siskins, who are currently sitting 5th in the Western Conference. St. Thomas 7th. So a big chance for the Stars to try and get some points and climb back up the standings a little bit. So let's see how our stream's doing here. Pardon me, this is again a new thing we're trying out. We are going to have to rely on the Wi-Fi, the public Wi-Fi in the arenas. So I guess depending on how good that is, where we are, we'll see how good it goes. So the Waterloo Siskins, a similar record, although they've seen the extra frame a few more times this season. They hold a record of 8-2-3-1. So 3 overtime losses, 1 shootout loss. The St. Thomas Stars 8-5-0-1. So just a few regulation losses, the difference. As again, St. Thomas 7th in the West and Waterloo 5th. And if you're looking league-wide, Waterloo would sit 7th in the league, St. Thomas 12th, as the tight Western Conference starts to take shape. It's going to be a busy week for the Stars, as they've got today's game. They've got a game on Wednesday night in LaSalle, and then a back-to-back on Friday, Saturday at home in St. Thomas. Strathroy is going to be here on the Friday night, the regular Friday night game, and then the rescheduled game. That was the Halloween game. Is going to be on the Saturday night, and it's going to be a big one as the London Nationals come to town. It's going to be Joe Thornton tribute night, and I'm told Joe Thornton is going to be there. Special tickets, you can see the stars.gohl site and this Facebook page to see how you get those. As it looks like we're ready for the opening ceremonies and the national anthem. Just about. I think that was just a hype up, and we'll take a couple seconds to get there. Starting goaltenders for tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. Eric McDonald will get his second start in a row after starting last week. He holds a record of 4-3 and a goals against average of 3.38 with a save percentage of .904 with 1 shutout on the season. And for the Siskins, Brock Grine, who's gotten the brunt of their starts this season, holds a record of 7-1-2-1. So 2 overtime losses, 1 shootout loss, a goals against average of 2.36, and a save percentage of .927. And now we're ready to go with the national anthem from Waterloo and the starting lineups.
Starting forwards, number 10, Gail Legalic. Number 23, Miles Denton. And number 91, Lloyd Cameron. Starting in goal, number 30, Eric McDonald. Your starting lineups for your Waterloo Siskins on defense, number 11, Logan Massey. Number 16, David Bradley. for Waterloo Siskins, number 29, Brock Grimes. This afternoon, our game is about creating awareness. 1 in 5 people will experience mental health diagnosis in their lifetime. For those who do not fall within that, 20% will experience stress, obstacles, and challenges in maintaining their mental well-being. By raising awareness of the fact that mental health affects us all, personally or indirectly, as we support a friend or family member, we reduce the stigma and support the idea that it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to reach out for help. The game jerseys for this afternoon's game are specially designed with the Siskins Care logo and generously donated by Season Print in loving memory of Martin Johans. We welcome Martin's family and his children Mitchell, Brian, and Sasha. Joining them is Elisa Burstein from the KW Suicide Prevention Council. Captains, please come to center ice for a ceremonial title. The Waterloo Siskins want to acknowledge that today's game takes place on the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and Métis peoples. This land is part of the Upland Tract from the Six Nations of the Grand River. As we come together for hockey, we recognize the lasting presence of Indigenous people on this land and commit to respect, reconciliation, and building an inclusive community for everyone. Fans, please rise if able and remove your hats for the play of our national anthem.
Good afternoon and welcome to Waterloo, Ontario, live from the Waterloo Memorial Recreation Centre as the St. Thomas Stars set to take on the Siskins in just a few moments. Starting goaltenders for tonight, Eric McDonald, a record of 4-3-0, save percentage .904, one shutout, and a goals against average of 3.38. And he goes up against Brock Grimes, who's got a 7-1-2-1 record, goals against average of 2.36, and a save percentage of .927. Having a great year so far as he's turned it around after last season starting for the French River Rapids in the NOJHL, holding a record of 3-7-2. And I'm not sure if that's right because he played 21 games. But his goals against average nonetheless was 5.37 and a save percentage of 8.77. So he's significantly improved upon those numbers here in the GOHL. And St. Thomas, Eric McDonald, coming off a 4-2 win in Listowel, had an outstanding game. Made 45 out of 47 saves, finished with a 9.57 save percentage to get the St. Thomas Stars the win. Wyatt Cameron and Miles Dunn coming off a 2-point game. Both got a goal and an assist in that game in Listowel. An afternoon game. So we've taken another bus drive down here, and we are underway with the puck drop. St. Thomas going from left to right, wearing the black jerseys, the away jerseys, and the Siskins going from right to left, wearing the white with some blue and yellow trim. They look like a fancy retro jersey, I want to say. Haven't seen them before, but perhaps an alternate for the Siskins this year. As the St. Thomas Stars, after a quick face-off stoppage and then another face-off, have the puck, and they'll have it in their own zone up along the near boards. This long, big ice, a lot wider here in Waterloo, as there's a lot more width and room to make up for when you have to chase the puck down, particularly on those round-the-board dump-ins. So that's going to have to be something that the Stars adjust to. As there's going to be a face-off to our near side, to the left in the St. Thomas Stars zone on the near dot. Shot from the point, goes through traffic to the far side, it'll miss. Siskins keep it in. In behind the net they are, and trying to get it out in front, but unsuccessful from behind the net. Will give the St. Thomas Stars the puck. They'll dump it in. Eloan Legalic on the near side, looking for it, trying to win the puck from Damon Radley. Can't do so, and the Siskins try and come up the other side. On the far side, they'll make their way in. Lombardi with it in the near corner. He'll get pressed up against the boards. Drop pass to Massamy at the blue line. He'll walk right in around Dunn, and a shot saved by McDonald. Right off the shoulder, first save of the game. As the Siskins take a check back in their own zone. Stars going for a line change. Siskins trying to catch him on it on the near side. Bodzai tried to get it to the far post on a backhand chance. And now I'll have to chase it into the far corner. Bodzai has got Gray all over him up against the backboards in the St. Thomas zone. But he's not giving up. He's still got the puck. Gets it out in front, and a save made by McDonald off a shot from the far circle. Stayed along the ice, and McDonald caught it with the pad. Crossman with it now for the Stars into the Siskins zone. They tried a shot from the center of the zone, but that's blocked and heads into the near corner. Tyron Lawson and Reed Crossman looking for it up against the boards. They'll pitch it away to Kinnear. He'll walk away with it up the near boards. Dropped off to Reed, who skates in deep. Now he'll send it around to the far side behind the goal line. Siskins get it out to the neutral zone. Owen Gray's going to pick it up in his own zone on the far side. Pass to his defensive partner Reed on the near side. As the Stars trying to find their way into the Siskins zone, unsuccessfully that time. So the Siskins have it, an outlet pass from their own blue line on the far side. Doesn't hit its target. And that'll give it away to the Stars in their own zone. As on the far side, Cole Edmondson stick handles through a couple Siskins, walks into the zone, but one too many got on him. And the Siskins managed to scramble the puck away to the far boards. And the Stars not giving up. Ilchishin got the steal, but just couldn't keep it in on the blue line as he looked for a teammate. On the far side, Cole Edmondson. Up along the boards, the far side is the bench side tonight, or this afternoon. I'm going to say that so much today. As the Siskins pick it up in their own zone, Merritt will send it back to the far side to his defensive partner, and a pass to the neutral zone is tipped on the way by the stick of Cole Edmondson. Up and over the glass it goes, so we'll get a stoppage in play. So St. Thomas coming off that big 4-2 win in Listowel. Again, McDonald having a huge night, 45 out of 47 saves. 9.57 save percentage. Dunn and Cameron both having a goal and an assist on the game. Monick and Savage also getting a goal. Max Monick getting his first GOHL goal. It was a shorthanded goal as well, the first shorthanded goal for the Stars this season. As they are in the offensive zone, Joey Bezzetta tries a long stretch pass along the long width, but it's picked off by the Siskins, who are much more used to this Olympic-sized rink. Siskins now in the offensive zone. They'll dump it behind the net as Vahoviak gives Hammer a shove. That'll loosen up the puck. Teammates pick it up. They'll give it away at the center ice logo. And the Siskins have it in their own zone now. On the near side, Radley is going to dump it into the far side. Vahoviak back to try and gather the puck, but it's picked up now again by Hammer. Back to the blue line, the Siskins are on the far side. Tried a shot towards goal. That hits a body in front. Now King picking it up along the far circle. He'll give it away, though. The Stars coming the other way. George Matzos across the blue line in the zone, but a teammate blew a tire on the drop pass. Can't pick it up. Now King. Pass to the center, and a shot from right in the middle of the zone is going to miss high and wide by the Siskins. King's going right back to the same spot. Now to the far circle he goes. He gets taken down by Savage. That'll loosen up the puck behind the net now. Rory Savage with it. He got a goal in the last game as well. Long stretch pass in front. Shot saved as Legalic gets denied by Grine on a great shot from the top circle after a great pass from Rory Savage to get through the neutral zone. Legalic had a lot of time to pick a spot there, but Grine answers the call, keeps the puck out. So the face-off will be on the far face-off dot on our right side in the Siskin zone. Wyatt Cameron in for the draw, can't win it that time. And the Siskins gather the puck, a nice face-off win by Lombardi. Battle for it in the corner. The Stars get it back to Moody at the blue line. Miles Dunn helps him out to keep it in and get it in deep. Now on the far side, Boggio gets it up the far boards, tried an outlet pass, but it got past his teammates, and that'll be an icing call. So we'll head all the way back to our right side in the Siskin zone. Face off on the far dot as well. Nope, it's going to be on the near side as the referees decide that. Wyatt Cameron going to go up against Lombardi again on the draw. In the zone, Cameron wins it over to Dunn, who drops it back to the blue line to Moody. Passing play across the zone. Doesn't work, and the Siskins pick it up on the near boards. They'll try an outlet pass. Savage keeps it in at the blue line, finds Dunn. Just can't get around the defense. Savage tries a shot from the blue line and a tip in front, but it's blocked as there was a few bodies in front of Grime. Victor Moody comes in deep to keep it in. Up along the boards, it works. Gets it to Cameron, back to Moody at the blue line. Cameron centering pass in front, and Miles Dunn denied again by Grime. Makes a stick save, controls it to the far corner. Wyatt Cameron forechecking, keeps it behind the net. And now these Siskins will get a chance as Bodzai comes up the near boards. He'll cut to the middle as he enters the zone. Bodzai, a shot and a blocker save by McDonald. Steers it to the near boards. Big hit by Radley on Cameron on the near side, and that's going to draw a penalty as he caught the numbers a little bit. And that is going to send Radley into the box and send the Stars to their power play, which is the third power play in the league, sitting at 25.4%. And on the road, 32.3%. So even better out of their own building, although this long ice may cause problems. We'll see how they adjust to it, as they have tended to favor those close confine rings on the power play. Or rinks, I should say. As the pass back to Vahoviak gets past him, they'll have to chase it in his own zone. He's got Neal on all over his back, trying to cause some havoc. Vahoviak gets around him and gets away as he skates through the center ice. Pass to Cameron on the near side just as they cross the blue line. Pass to Pettipice up top in the slot, but he can't get it past the traffic. And the puck cleared down the ice into the St. Thomas zone. Pettipice back to gather it. We've seen Pettipice on the point lately on the power play, and he has looked good. Got a great shot. It's taken down on the near boards. No penalty called as Pettipice got sprawled to the ice. Siskins gather the loose puck and clear it all the way to McDonald. McDonald comes out of his net to stop the puck in the far corner. Now Vahoviak is going to pick it up and head out from behind his own net. Luke Vahoviak is going to step around a defender in center ice, but the puck gets away from him. That'll give Macy a chance to clear it all the way down the ice again in the St. Thomas zone behind their net. Clearing that one from just past his own blue line. As Owen Gray heads out. On the quarterback roll, he'll get it up to Savage, and now to Miles Dunn on the near boards as they enter the zone. Now Gray over to Legalic on the far side. His shot attempt goes off the stick of the defender and up and out of play over the boards. Good job by the Siskins to get in the lane on that chance. There's 38 seconds left on this power. Goaltender Grine was scrambling there. Now Legalic walking in with a shot from the near side, and that's blocked and sent wide. Pressure here by the Stars at the end of their power play. Owen Gray a shot from the middle of the blue line. That gets saved by Grine, and the Siskins managed to clear it down the ice, but it's after the power play. So that's going to be an icing call. We'll head back into the Siskins zone with some tired players out there. Referees trying to make sure they keep the right ones on the ice. And a big offensive zone draw for the Stars. They've got their fourth line out there right now, which is Matsos, Slat, and Monick. Rowan Reed and Victor Moody on the back end. Offensive zone draw on the near dot is sent towards the goaltender, who just slaps his mitt down as Brock Ryan wins the faceoff in his own zone and gets a chance for his teammates to change. So out comes a fresh line for Waterloo as the faceoff. A very quiet message. Let me turn that up. Hopefully that's better. Icing call for the Siskins as we'll head back to our right side in the Siskins zone. The clear from far too back. Thank you for the message, Nip V. Hopefully the audio's a little louder now. It's a fine balance between cutting out the music in the background and keeping the voice high. Something we're working with. As the face-off on the near side, a big scramble for it. The Stars managed to keep it in. Nathan Slat up against the boards on the near side. In the near corner he goes. Sends it now behind the net, and Monick gets hit from behind into the boards. Or pardon me, that was Matsos. Right behind the net, and a delayed penalty's called as the Stars gather the puck. They'll retreat to their own zone and try and get an extra attacker out on the delayed call. Rowan Reed up along the far side. He'll cut through the middle of the ice and enter the Siskins zone. Up along the near boards, he'll ring it around to the far side. Nathan Slat picking it up. Delayed penalty still awaiting as the Siskins haven't touched it up. The battle for it up against the boards, and now they'll touch it up after a few bodies got into that battle. And now some players standing over Matsos and shoving him again, and some other scrums in the far corner. Having a few discussions going on. Got about 3 Siskins and 3 Stars exchanging words. Referees separate all that, and in the end, it's going to be a Siskins penalty on the board. 11:14 left in this first period. The Stars out shooting the Siskins 6-3. And it is a 2-minute minor for checking from behind against Merritt. So the Stars another chance on the power play here. Pardon me, it says Merritt on the board, and King is heading into the box to serve it. So I'm not sure. Perhaps Merritt got a misconduct on the play. Guess we'll see if we see him back out there. Stars win the faceoff in the offensive zone to our right. Miles Dunn with a shot from the top of the near circle. Will miss the target. Rebound comes to the far side. Now back to the blue line. Legalic sends it to Cade Kinnear in the far corner. Legalic receives it back in the blue line now. Now he steps to the middle, and Miles Dunn on the near circle. Try to get a puck out front of the goal, but that's off a leg. Now Legalic will try from the same spot, and a save made by Grine, and a quick clear for the Siskins. Sends it all the way down the ice. Eric McDonald out to play it on the near corner. And Owen Gray is going to come out of his own zone. Across the blue line into the offensive zone. Level one, Legalic walks in front. And just from inside the top circle, just close to the net, takes a shot. Pad save by Grine. Back at the blue line. Pass to the near side to Legalic. Legalic back to Gray up top. Legalic again, a shot from the near circle right at the top of it. And the save made by Grind with the glove is going to keep that out. Stars 49 seconds left on another power play chance here. They've increased their shot total to 9. Out shooting the Siskins 9-3. Just about halfway through this first period, Wyatt Cameron's going to step in for the draw in the offensive zone. Referee from all the way by the Siskins bench along the blue line doesn't like what he sees, so Wyatt Cameron gets waved out of the dot on the near circle. Crossman, scramble draw. Wyatt Cameron's going to pick it up on the opposite side of their face-off setup. Back to Vahoviak at the blue line, along the near boards. Back to Cameron on the near circle, beside the net now. Ty Lawson, a shot, and a save made by Grind. In close, Ty Lawson looking to jam it home on the power play. 34 seconds left now on this man advantage chance for the Stars to try and get ahead. Vahoviak at the blue line, switch to the far side to Pettipice. That got tied up in his feet. We'll try a backhand into Lawson, who's in front of the net. Doesn't work. Sent back to the blue line. Vahoviak on the far side, whipped it out in front. Lawson can't gather that as well as he had a few Siskins around him. Dumped in on McDonald, who comes out behind his net. 10 seconds on this Stars man advantage. As away comes Reed Crossman up the near boards, entering the zone. Getting around the defender and into the corner. They'll send it to the far side. Comes all the way out to the blue line to Vahoviak. Shot towards goal. Up on the near boards, Wyatt Cameron loosens the puck to Pettipice. His shot just whistles wide of the post on the blocker side of Grind. On the far side. Vahoviak chases it back into his own zone, and we're all even, 5-on-5. That's the Siskins player out of the box. Now Joey Bezzetta on the near side. Can't get out of his own zone. He's got 2 Siskins on him. Neal forcing a turnover, but the Stars teammates will regather it. Here's Wyatt Cameron curling on the near side, on the near dot, but Radley getting in the way of his play. We'll send that gliding towards Grind. Covers up for another draw. Stars another offensive zone draw on the near dot. They'll force a turnover. Nathan Slatt takes a big hit. Looked like it might have been high, but no call on that play. Now Bodzai the other way for the Siskins. Walks in the zone. Pass in front. Huge save by Eric McDonald. Had to go coast to coast in his crease. And somehow keeps that one out, as it looked like it might have gone through his legs, but he got either a pad or the paddle down to keep it out. A great cross-crease pass by the Siskins. Now Monick to Slatt as they enter the zone on the near side. The opposite way. Back to the point. Rowan Reed can't keep it in the Siskins zone. Sends it to Moody on the near side, who dumps it in, and the Stars will go for a change. Up along the far side, Rory Savage picks it up in his own zone. Finds Moody, and a bit of a back and forth across this wide ice. We'll send it to Edmondson on the far side. Just avoids a hit at the blue line. Gives a shove back to the guy who tried to hit him, which was Hodge. Stars with it in their own zone. Victor Moody. Send it up the near side. Out comes Grind behind his net to send it right back from where it came from, up the near boards and into the neutral zone. Into the far corner, the Stars will dump it in. Siskins get there first, and they're able to ring it around the boards into the neutral zone, but Cooper Olchishin picks it up, gets it back to his defenders. Long stretch pass finds Pettipice at the blue line as he enters the zone. He turns and passes, looking for a trailer coming in. Olchishin on the near corner. Try to pass out in front and off a skate, and Pettipice tried to take a shot from right between the circles. Well, that's off a body up and over the glass. Definitely a noticeable difference with the width of this ice. Players have to scramble and make the extra effort to try and get across for those ring around the boards. The clear attempts. A lot more time for defenders to adjust to those cross-zone passes as well, and are able to close the passing lane. as the puck comes across a lot of the time. As the Siskins try and enter the zone on the near side, Rowan Reed takes a spill as a Siskin behind him. No call on the play. Stars through center ice. Wyatt Cameron. Nifty play to get into the zone and around a couple defenders. Found Legalic, but he fanned on the shot. Rowan Reed, a shot in front, tipped just wide on the far side. Miles Dunn receives it at the top circle, gets it back to the blue line. Owen Gray with a shot, or a pass rather, beside the net. Cameron picks it up, finds Reed in the slot, and a save made with the blocker by Grind. Siskins dump it in. King sends it behind the net. Owen Gray back to gather it in the far corner now he is. Back to his own blue line to Legalic. Tap pass back to Miles Dunn. Gives it back to Legalic. A shot from the top circle. That hits a leg of a Siskin. Legalic trying to recover. The puck hopping all around him. Does manage to get it to Kinnear. Cade Kinnear in the far corner. In the Siskin zone to our right. Kinnear bobs and weaves back and forth to lose the man on him, but then eventually the puck hops away from him, giving the Siskins a chance to clear into the near corner. Picking it up, it is Joey Bezzetta in his own zone. Siskins forecheck will send it behind the net as they will win possession now. Pass to the blue line, splits to the defenders, and the Siskins with it in their own zone. Macy, a pass to center ice. Now Murda across the blue line, pass in front and whistling that just wide of the blocker, or the glove side on the far side. The Siskins. Now Reed Crossman, a pass to center of the zone as the Stars get in the offensive zone. Cade Kinnear, a scramble, will get it to the near boards. He finds Rory Savage at the blue line. A shot and a bit of a floater is caught by Grind, no problem. And he'll hang on for the whistle. Full line changes for both teams. Still nothing here from Waterloo. As 4:35 left in this first period, the Stars are heavily outshooting the Siskins, 14-5 in this first period. Face off on the far dot. George Matzos in to take it up against Lombardi. Lombardi wins that time. And now cleared to the center zone by Boggio. He finds Middleton, who enters the zone. Looked for a pass to the far side. That didn't connect. Loose puck now picked up by Moody on the near boards. Victor Moody tried a bank pass through the neutral zone, but Macy strips that and dumps it in. Now coming from behind their own net is Rory Savage. He'll find Nathan Slatt in the neutral zone. Return pass to Matzos. A shot, rebounds loose. And Monick can't get there before the defender does as Bodzai clears it to the near boards. And now out to the neutral zone. Rory Savage slows things up behind his own net. He's got a man watching him very closely. Now Savage comes through the center of the neutral zone. He'll dump it into the far side. Trying to get it on the other side of him, but a nice stick lift by Hodge denied that chance. Around the near side, Bodzai. Bodzai sends it into the far corner in the St. Thomas zone. Now sent back in deep by Lombardi. And behind the net, the Stars trying to recover. It's Ilchishin with it as he takes a couple cutbacks and finds Pettipies in the corner. Pettipies passed through the middle of the zone, is turned over, and a shot from the point is blocked by Owen Gray. Bradley was going to dump it in right behind the net of the Stars as Owen Gray picks it up and sends it to Reed on the near boards. Owen Reed up to Pettipies, who was stopped up at the red line. Pass out to Cooper Ilchishin. Stars enter the zone up the far side along the wall. Edmondson finds Ilchishin. He'll send it back to the blue line. Sent towards goal beside the net. A bouncing puck and a shot by Ilchishin. Still bouncing. Oh my goodness. Batted away as Pettipies almost baseball batted that home. But just cleared in time by the Siskins defense. Ilchishin whacks it at the center ice, but Hammer's going to pick it up for the Siskins. Tries to drive towards the net, but Rowan Reed, a nice poke check, is going to keep that away. Up the far side, the Siskins keep it in up along the wall. Got numbers along that wall, and a shot from the blue line along the ice is sent into the backboards by Eric McDonald. The Stars will dump it to the blue line of the Siskins as they need a change. They get it. Now Radley's going to carry it in for the Siskins up the near boards. Neal gives it away. And a rush here for the Stars. A 2-on-1 chance. Miles Dunn just stays on side. Curls it on the near circle. And just in time, a stretched out Massamy along the ice got his stick in the way. Right at the near face-off dot. Disturbed Miles Dunn's shot just enough. Didn't get towards the goal. Up the near boards. Radley flips it right on that Siskins logo in the middle of the ice. Into the St. Thomas zone it goes. Chance for the Siskins here as they got a 2-on-1. It's broken up by Bezzetta. Bezzetta backhanded into the far corner. In behind the Siskins net. Wyatt Cameron creating a forecheck. He'll get it back to the blue line to Vahoviak. Long stretch pass to that far side. Moody a shot towards goal and a save by Grine. Another pass out in front. That hits the pad of Grine and sent out to the blue line. Siskins will get it at their own blue line. Long stretch pass. He's going to find a teammate in front. Can't get around Gallic as he tried a little bit of a windmill deke. St. Thomas with it now in the neutral zone. Victor Moody up along the short boards. Pardon me, the near boards. Short boards are on the opposite side. I'm a little too used to St. Thomas. Here's Miles Dunn from the far circle. A shot saved. Rebounds loose. Legalic picks it up. Sends himself around to the near side. Takes a lap in the zone. He's in the slot. Shot. And a save made by Grine with the blocker hand. Great shot from Legalic there. Just couldn't beat the goaltender. Race forward in the St. Thomas zone to our left, but there's going to be an icing call. Savage getting into it a little bit with Middleton as he gives him a little bit of a face wash. 23 seconds left in this first period. Again, the Stars really out shooting the Siskins here. 19-6 on the shot clock. No goals on the board. Rory Savage looks like he picked up a penalty on that little scrum in the far corner. So that's going to send the Siskins on the power play. 19th in the league, which is near the bottom for Waterloo, but 14.5% their power play is. And at home, 13.9 on this long, wide ice. Sent back to the blue line for the Siskins after they win the faceoff. It's Oliver with it along the near side. We'll pass to Neal. Along the near boards, a shot attempt off a body. Centering pass attempt off a skate of Kinnear in his own zone. We'll send it back behind the net. Siskins trying to get it out in front. Another shot. That hits McDonald and goes wide. As they're out of time now. And they'll carry the rest of their power play into the second period. A minute 36 left on their man advantage. But after 20 minutes of play, nothing between the St. Thomas Stars and the Waterloo Siskins. The Stars out shooting the Siskins 19-8 after 20 minutes. So they'll look to kill off this penalty and start thinking about some offense again. As Rory Savage will start the second period in the penalty box. So no scoring from the Waterloo Recreation Center. As we'll take a quick break for this intermission and be right back for the second period once that gets underway. Thank you for listening on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe and like and all that good stuff. We'll try to do as many of these away games as we can. Again, depends on the connection. Let us know any feedback you've got, what you're hearing on the other end. We'll see if there's any way we can try and improve that. So live from Waterloo, Phil Pimentel here on the Stars YouTube page. We'll take a quick break and be back for the second period in just a bit. Welcome back to the Waterloo Recreation Complex, or Center. I believe the official name is the Waterloo Memorial Recreation Center. There we go. Live on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. Phil Pimentel. And after one period of play, the Stars tied 0-0 against the Siskins here in Waterloo. On the road, the Stars are trying to find the right balance of audio here. Got another text saying we're a little quiet. So see if that adjustment does anything. So after one period of play, the Stars outshot the Siskins 19-8 in the 20 minutes played. And the end of the period, the Stars picked up a penalty. Rory Savage will be in the box for a minute 36 or less to start this second frame. But no one has found the board. And goaltender Brock Grind for the Siskins has put up a stellar night, or afternoon so far. I knew I'd do that some more. A rare matinee game for the Stars, 2 weeks in a row. Double rare. As the referees are all conversing, looks like we're just about ready to drop the puck here for the second period. To start us off, Cooper Ilchishin will be taking the draw up against Liam King on the dot. Stars going from right to left this period. Siskins left to right. Stars are in black with the green and gold trim, and the Siskins wearing white with the blue and yellow trim. Again, looks like some kind of alternate jersey they've got. Looks pretty nice. As the Siskins start on the offense, dumping it along the boards on the near side, all the way around to the far side. At the middle of the blue line, the Siskins on the power play here. Back to Bodzai up top, and now Massimi is shot will hit a body and go wide to the far boards. Bodzai picks it back up. Massimi over to Middleton on the near dot. At the top of it, Middleton's pass back across. He fanned on it, and that gives Cole Edmondson a chance to clear it down the ice and shave off a few seconds on this power play for the Siskins. And the Siskins will pick it up from their own zone. Coming through the center ice is Nolan Macy, the captain for the Waterloo Siskins. Drop pass behind the net. He'll find King. Looking for a stick to pass it to. Macy on the near circle. Shot tipped over the net and over the glass in the far corner. So the face-off will be forced inside the Stars zone. 29 seconds left on the power play for Waterloo. With the man advantage. Just over a minute gone in this second period. A deadlock game, 0-0. Siskins win the draw back to the blue line. Oliver pass to the far dot. And the return pass to the center of the ice was broken up by Kinnear, who gets the clear. Not all the way down the ice, but into the neutral zone. Lombardi enters the zone on the near side. Lombardi pass to the far side now. There's a curled shot through traffic. Glides right beside the far post and past it on the opposite side of the crease. Man out of the box for the Stars. Back to 5-on-5. Siskins still in the zone. Their shot from the far dot blocked by Bezzetta. And they pick up the rebound, head behind the net. Another pass out in front for Boggio. Top of the near circle. His shot blocked by Monic. And given right back to the Siskins after the attempt to get it to the neutral zone. And behind the net, Lombardi will gather the puck, hold on to it behind the net, walks out in front, a pass across the crease, but it's redirected. And that gives the Stars a chance to clear it down the ice. Icing waved off, as that'll give the Stars a chance to change lines. Siskins make their way up the near boards, dumping it down the ice. Middleton wins the race on the backboards. They can't stop up the puck as Rowan Reed gets it up the far side. Rowan Reed has to regather the puck as Cade Kinnear took a hit up along the boards. Now Reed with it behind his own net. Rowan Reed pass up the near boards to Nathan Slack. Slack gets it around the defender and into the offensive zone deep behind the goal line in the near corner. Siskins will steal it and now give it away to Matsos right in the center of the zone. His shot blocked by Macy. Radley in the center of the zone. Now the Siskins make their way in the offensive zone. They got a 2-on-3. Stars managed to steer them to the near boards. Bodzai trying to walk his way back out in front. And a turnaround shot on the far side by Lombardi is blocked in front. Sent to the far boards. Lombardi gets pushed up against the glass. Bodzai picks up the loose puck for him. Pass back to the blue line. Now walking in the center of the zone. A shot whistles just wide. Fired by Massimi. Rebound comes to the far board. Stars with numbers will win the puck. Matsos tries to get a chip into the zone to Miles Dunn, but it's sent back the other way by the Siskins. And now Slat finds it at the red line along the far boards. Dump it into the Waterloo zone. And Waterloo sends it all the way back down the ice into the St. Thomas zone behind the goal line. Massamy picks it up at the blue line on the near side. Pass across to Macy. Macy circles back as he thought about walking in. Shot attempt is blocked. Rebounds loose. Picked up. Mack makes a save on the near side on his glove side. And a shot from distance. Yellow on Legalic. Can't find it in his zone. The Siskins pouring on the pressure here. Macy along the far boards. He takes a hit but gets it off to a teammate first. Now Macy in front. Shot. Tried to find the top corner on the blocker side. In close, but he missed. Rebound comes around loose and then whacked back to the far side. Wyatt Cameron finds it in a scrum. Gets it to Legalic along the near boards. Legalic stretch pass to Dunn in the offensive zone. He's got Wyatt Cameron with him. He gets steered to the far corner. Miles Dunn receives the pass and a save made by Grind. Rebound was whacked aside. Legalic looking for it. He's got two Siskins on him in the near corner. As he tries to find it up along the wall, Massamy's going to find it first and head up the ice. Giveaway at the Stars blue line. Rory Savage takes a spill as he received the pass from Vahoviak, but he recovers nicely. Up to Wyatt Cameron along the red line. Into the offensive zone. Siskins scramble, and they'll win the puck back in their defensive end. Pass out, and a loose puck is going to get sent up and over the glass. Watch out, fans, as that puck goes on the side without netting. Into the, looks like a section of empty seats, and that's all right. I'm sure somebody will scramble for that souvenir. Face off just outside the Star zone on our near side. One back to Vahoviak, who flips it high into the middle of the ice. Dumped in by the Siskins. Picked up by Vahoviak. Behind his net, he'll try to send it to Ty Lawson on the near boards. Cade Kinnear picks it up. A little dipsy doodle around the defender. Gets in behind him and into the near corner. Back to Vahoviak. Shot in front. Tip attempt by Ty Lawson. Nets off as he chases that behind the net. Bumps into it with his shoulder, and that'll loosen up the pegs. So we'll have to have a face-off in the Siskin zone, I do believe. A bit of a more successful second period start for the Siskins, as they've outshot the Stars, I believe, 4-1 now. Unofficially. Shot total 20-12 in favor of the Stars. Still no goals on the board. 0-0, 14-10 left in this second frame. Siskins get the clear. And now a race for it up along the near boards as it enters the Star zone. Picked up by Perrott. As there's going to be a stoppage in play. Looks like a penalty is going against the St. Thomas Stars. It's going to be a slashing call against Reed Crossman, as he was battling for a loose puck. Got an errant stick where it shouldn't have gone, and that's going to send the Siskins back on the power play. Again, the 19th power play in the league. It's always a threat, and the other team has a man advantage. Lombardi with a shot, and that's snagged by the glove hand of Eric McDonald on the near side. That denies Lombardi on a nice slap shot right between the circles in the offensive zone. To the far side. Face-off won by the Siskins. A shot attempt hits Cooper Ilchishin, who's down in the defensive zone. He's hobbling on one leg. And that's going to be a bruise. Pass across to the far side by the Siskins. That's broken up by a defensive stick. Vahoviak clears it to center ice. Stopped up by the Siskins. Lombardi finds a trailer in. A shot through traffic, and McDonald finds that somehow. I believe that got redirected on the way to him. They'll make the catch and the stop. Earn a face-off in his own zone and shave off a few more seconds. 1:31 left on the power play to Waterloo, as they'll be on the dot on the far side in the St. Thomas zone. Face off is a scramble of one, and Wyatt Cameron can't get to the puck as the Siskins with possession now on the man advantage. Lombardi sends it beside the net. He'll receive it back on the near boards now, walks into the near corner. Saucer pass out in front, looking for a stick. Finds Neal, but he's on the far side, has to chase it down as it hops over his blade. Sent in behind the net. Pass out to the near circle, and another hopping puck will jump over the stick of Lombardi and all the way down the ice. Ulysses Lombardi has had a great time with the Siskins since arriving. He's only got one scoreless game in 7 games played. Got 9 points in those 7 games. As the Siskins enter the zone once more, back to the blue line, 40 seconds left on the power play. Lombardi back on the near side, pass right in the center of the zone. Now back to the blue line, a shot through traffic, tipped wide. Off the backboards, Waterloo picks it up. Lombardi steers around looking for a passing lane from the near corner. Finds one in front and shot wide. A great chance for Halloran, but he missed it wide. Didn't get all the shot. Another shot attempt from the blue line goes well over the net. Lombardi picks it up on the near circle. Pass to the far side and a shot saved by McDonald. Gets the shoulder up. Stars trying to scramble for the loose puck, but the Siskins recover it. Still with the pressure. Shot from right between the hash marks. Oh my goodness, what a save by Eric McDonald. Flash in the leather. Great glove save by Ricky Mack. Keeping the Siskins off the board. Massive save. Face off on the far circle. Eric McDonald looking to get in the zone. String of shots for the Waterloo Siskins has closed down the shot clock gap. They've got it up to 20-17, which I believe means they've outshot the Stars 9-1 in this second period. Pass out to the slot in front. Perrott tried to think about a shot, but a few too many bodies in the way of him. We'll circle back to the far side. Now Chase Pettipies trying to get away. He's going to have to get in a foot race with Massamy. He takes a spill in the far corner, and the Siskins will pick up the loose puck. Now picked up on the near side. Van Neck walking into the zone. A shot off of Rory Savage's skate. Loose puck sent to the far side. Chase Pettipies along the boards. Sent up to Nathan Slatt. Hit it back of his skate and stopped it up. And the secondary pass doesn't get ahead for the Stars. Savage has to chase it in behind his own net. He is being pressured by Maltby, who's creating all kinds of trouble in behind that Stars goal. They managed to scramble it out to the far side. Pettipies, a stretch pass to the near boards to Legalic. Drop pass to Cameron. Give and go with Legalic. Cameron's got it now in the near corner. Backhand pass to Miles Dunn gets sent back to Cameron. Loose puck in front after he centered it, but no Stars there to capitalize. Now the Siskins enter the Star zone on our right. Bodzai up along the boards. Hands it off. And Macy can't get that through traffic. Stars trying to get it out. They just managed to do so. Defender got a stick on it, but it hobbles past him. Now maybe a rush chance as Miles Dunn walks in on the far side. Defenders catch up, so Miles Dunn is going to dump it around the boards. Legalic back to the blue line. Shot by Vahoviak. Had Cameron looking for a tip in front. Couldn't connect with it. Siskins pick it up. Trying to get it through the neutral zone. Legalic turns them back into their own zone. Up along the far side. Siskins do have it though. Boggio sends it to Lombardi, but that pass doesn't connect, and it's going to end up in an icing call, which sends us back to the Waterloo zone. So it's going to be a face-off in front of Brock Grine. And it's going to be on our near face-off circle. Just over halfway through this second period. Nobody's found the back of the net yet. Both teams have come close a few times. Owen Gray picks it up from his own zone. Pass up to Ty Lawson on the near side. Siskins clear is blocked by Cade Kinnear just at the red line. And the Stars will get it in deep. Kinnear along the far corner. He'll head back to the blue line. Pass out in front. Doesn't find its target. Cleared out by Macy for Waterloo. As they'll enter the offensive zone. Quickly broken up by Owen Gray. Sends it back into the neutral zone. Baggio will send it back into the far corner as he dumps it in. Run around back and forth behind the net a little bit as now Reed Crossman with it in the neutral zone. Tries to walk around a defender as he enters it. It's sent into the far corner. Scramble for it along the boards and a clear to the neutral zone by the Siskins. Will invite Rowan Reed to pick it up. Reed's flip pass intercepted, sent back to him. He'll make a stop in his own zone, drop the puck and make a pass to the near side. Siskins closing down on the Stars, though. They'll force a turnover. Halloran in behind the net. He'll take a lap to the far side. Halloran, a backhand saucer pass to the near side. Hodge tries his luck from way out, but a glove save made by Eric McDonald. That one was going well wide, but so he'll get the face-off in his own zone. Again, a busy week for the Stars. They'll play on Wednesday in LaSalle. And then Friday, Strathroy comes to St. Thomas. And then Saturday, London comes to St. Thomas. So they're going to have a big stretch of some tired time, some busy days. See how they adjust. Siskins get it behind the net. The Siskins just played last night, actually, so a good chance for the Stars to try and capitalize on some tired Waterloo legs. As the Siskins picked up a 3-1 victory in Strathroy to take out the Rockets. Earn the 2 points. Rory Savage dumps it in from the center ice line along the near boards. Comes all the way around the zone and out back to the neutral zone. Savage back to the far side again, looking for Pettipice. It hops through his legs. Waterloo's going to dump it in right directly at McDonald, who makes a catch. He'll keep the play going by dropping it on the ice. And Rory Savage takes a spill after bumping into a couple Siskins in the far corner. Stars managed to gather the puck, though, after a bit of a scramble. Edmondson's outlet pass didn't work, though, as they tried to get it up the ice. Bohoviak breaks up the puck off Neal's stick as he enters the zone, forces a dump in. In behind the net, Joey Bezzetta picks it up. Far side, Chase Pettipice along the boards, just right by the benches. It's turned back into the St. Thomas zone again. Nobody can get a grip on it as the Stars gather it off a hopping puck in their own zone. Bohoviak up along the boards on the near side. They'll dump it into the Waterloo zone, but right on some Siskins sticks. They try an outlet pass up the far side. That goes through a few Siskins, and St. Thomas picks it up in their own zone. Bohoviak now on the near side. Pass to center ice to Max Monick. Monick coming off his first GOHL goal. Takes a spill along the blue line. And looks like we might be looking at a penalty. No, we're not. Bit of a strange stoppage there. Are we? Roberson signaling. No, it's just an offside. So we're just going to have a face-off outside the Siskins zone. Thought they might have called a penalty there, but no luck for the Stars. As Owen Gray sends it to center ice, but Baggio picks it up. Baggio a dangle around Owen Gray, trying to go 5-hole on McDonald, who said no. Now Middleton a shot from way out, and a rebound found by McDonald after he makes the stop with his paddle and the butterfly. So they'll earn a stoppage and a face-off to his left on our near side, his glove side. Lombardi in for the draw for Waterloo. And he'll go up against Cade Kinnear. for the Stars, who is one of their main face-off guys. Wins it back, and Owen Gray sends it off the wall to center ice. Picked up by Crossman, gets it to Kinnear with a bit of a whack. Kinnear stopped up at the blue line. Puck hops to the far boards. Touched up, and we're going to get another stoppage here. We'll see. Yes, this one's going to be a penalty. A hooking call goes the way of Waterloo. It's Bodzai who's going to pick it up, it looks like. He's trying to turn back to the bench, but referees are going to make sure he goes to the penalty box. He's not liking the call at all. Got some words for the ref and a shake of the head and a slam of the door as Bodzai enters the box. St. Thomas on the power play once more. Offensive zone draw to our left on the near side. They'll control it. Eloan Legalic walking in behind the net. Pass up at the blue line. Center blue line now to Owen Gray. Miles Dunn with a shot. No, a pass. Right beside the net. He'll receive it back. Center to the blue line. Legalic over to Miles Dunn on the far side. Look for a whip pass across the zone. That gets sent wide off the leg. Miles Dunn tries again, and a shot scores! Cade Kinnear taps it in as he stands in the crease. And he'll get the first goal of this game. Comes on the power play as the Sioux Greyhounds prospect is going to get his 9th goal of the season and earn the goal for the Stars. Get them ahead in this game. Beautifully drawn up on the power play. Grind, not much of a chance on there. He hasn't faced a shot in a while this period. And the first one he has faced in a while is going to get past him. Siskins will win the draw after the center ice face-off. 5:06 left in this second period. After the Stars take a 1-goal lead. 1-0 the score. Shots have evened up. St. Thomas 21-20 now. After Waterloo had a good stretch, but just couldn't beat Eric McDonald. Dangled by Cooper Olchishin in his own zone. He's going to get around a defender. Gets the puck to the far side to Joey Bezzetta, who's going to dump it in. Hard around the boards in the near corner now behind the net. Cole Edmondson looking for a hopping puck. It's picked up by Waterloo. Out comes Hammer. Sends it to the far corner. Off the boards. Joey Bezzetta has to steer it away from the front of the goal. Now Chase Pettipies with it. And center ice. Finds Edmondson on the near side. Tried to get around the defender as Massamy found it first. Off that bank pass. Siskins send it into the Star zone. Up along the far boards, Macy. Stripped off him by Pettipies. Pettipies picking up some speed through center ice. And he'll take a bit of a shove, and that loosens up the puck just enough for the Siskins to pick up. Along the near boards, the Siskins make their way in. Massamy, his pass off the back of a skate. Gives the Stars the puck. George Matsos walking into the zone. Far side shot saved by the blocker of Grind. Popped up that rebound into the far corner. Oh, and a train track hit by Nathan Slatt. And his teammate, or the Siskins teammate, didn't like it. He's going to force Slatt into a fight. As a monster hit by Slatt. Slatt gets taken down up along the Stars bench. The Stars whacking the boards. Telling him a great job. The Siskins player not relinquishing as he wants to keep going. When Nathan Slatt with a monster hit. And him and Macy are going to head to the locker room with 3:41 left in the second period. Oh my, Nathan Slatt, a massive hit up along the Stars bench, right along the boards. Can't wait to see the replay on that one. As he caught all of that Waterloo player, didn't quite catch who it was. The teammate came in to take the fight, Nolan Macy. Basically forced Slatt into a fight, just started swinging. So we'll see what's on the board after that. If there's any extra handouts other than the two fighting majors. Absolutely clean hit, too, by Nathan Slatt. Just caught all the body. Player had his head down, just walked right into it. So the referees are going to have a discussion and see what, if anything, else is handed out. Perhaps maybe an enticing call on the behalf of the Waterloo Siskins. Not too sure. Captain Owen Gray is on the near side to receive a message. Assistant Captain Neal for the Siskins, as the captain was just sent off. So referee Wepler is going to relay those messages to the captains of either team. Oh my goodness, Nathan Slatt just unleashing any anger he had into that hit. He's always such a nice guy when you talk to him. Can't imagine what he's got to say on the ice when he's going against you. Could be a Jekyll and Hyde kind of situation. Nathan Slatt, 4 assists on the season in 11 games played. And it actually looks like they're going to hand out a minor to Nathan Slatt. Not sure what they saw on that call in real time. I'm sure if the replay might tell us more whenever we get to look at it down the road. Nonetheless, it looks like a 2-minute minor has been handed out to Slatt, so that'll send the Siskins to the power play.
So you got the extra penalty for what? Probably the original hit.
Actually got General Manager Kevin Linker asking what the extra penalty would be for. I couldn't tell you. The Siskins on the power play. Ulysses Lombardi on the near boards. He'll walk back into the corner, looking for that pass out in front. Finds Halloran on the near boards. Back to the center of the blue line. A shot off the leg of Edmondson. Heads into the far boards. Waterloo keeps control. Lombardi on the near dot. Looks for a pass in front. Blocked by Reed. Scrambling for the loose puck. Sent to the blue line, but kept in by Oliver. Now a pass out through the front of the zone by Lombardi is redirected. Had a great lane, but nobody was there to capitalize on it. Siskins, a bit of a rush here on the power play. Lombardi stops up on the near dot, and looks like the Siskins are going to take a penalty as they enter the zone. That'll stop up their power play. Looks like Caden Oliver is going to get the call. I believe he got a trip in on the Star coming in. We'll see what the referee signals, unless I already missed it. Nope, looks like an interference call. As Oliver's going to head to the locker room, actually. That'd have been an unsportsmanlike as well. So things heating up here in Waterloo. The Stars up 1-0. Now a Siskins penalty is going to head to the board. Stars still have a minute and 3 seconds left on their penalty.
It's the same everywhere.
So we're going to play 4-on-4 for a minute and 3 seconds. And the Stars will
I know. I feel.
be on the short power play.
Not just you.
Just about a minute. Offensive zone draw on the far side for the Stars. Shot from the center of the zone by Legalic. Saved again by Grine. Legalic's had a few chances denied by goaltender Brock Grine tonight. Near corner to our left in the offensive zone. The Stars working around. Legalic drops it off to Savage up along the near boards. Savage takes a walk back to the blue line. Now he walks in center of the zone. Bound Legalic on the far side, but he couldn't take the shot. It was just out of his wheelhouse. Savage back to the blue line on the near side. Along the boards finds Wyatt Cameron. Cameron gets shoved up against the boards and taken down. Gets into a bit of a tussle with Radley. Both walk away from it all right. Siskins find it in the offensive zone. 2 minutes left in this period. Stars are going to have a man advantage for about 50 seconds and 5 seconds. Puck is pinched up against the far boards. Got 2 Stars and 2 Siskins fighting for it. Nobody can get it out. It's all jammed up in there. Well, passed out by the Stars from their own zone. They'll enter the Siskin zone. Cameron back for Savage. His shot steered up and out of play by Grind. Savage didn't get all of that. It glided along the ice towards the goaltender. Controls the rebound up and out of play. So 41 seconds left on the penalty to Waterloo. St. Thomas a short man advantage with an offensive zone draw. Cade Kinnear, Crossman, and Ty Lawson out there up front. Vahoviak and Miles Dunn at the points. Miles Dunn found on the far side. Shot saved by Grind. Miles Dunn letting that one go right from the middle of that far circle. Just can't beat the glove side of Brock Grind. So another face-off on that far circle that Miles Dunn just shot from. Cade Kinnear trying to whack it back towards his defenseman. Vahoviak just manages to keep it in. Crossman looking for it, but he's going to take a penalty. Trying to get that loose puck. His stick got tied up in the feet of Neal, and that'll take him down. So we're going to have another face-off and another penalty towards the St. Thomas Stars. That'll undo their short power play that they were on. 27 seconds left on that penalty. And now 2 minutes on the board towards the Stars as Reed Crossman enters the box. And goaltender Brock Grind looks like an equipment issue, so he's going to have to get the equipment manager to take a quick look and get everything working right. I believe he lost a strap on his pad. It's a little bit loose, so he's going to have to try and get that fixed. Brock Grind, again, he played for the French River Rapids in the NOJHL last season. Didn't have a great season with the French River Rapids. 5.37 goals against average, .877 save percentage. But he's increased that significantly with the Waterloo Siskins. Goals against average of 2.36 and a save percentage of .927. So the goaltender trying to get his equipment in order. It's all equipment trainer is working hard there, trying to figure out how to get that pad strapped. Definitely doesn't look to be in any discomfort, so it's like it's just the apparatus. So the Waterloo Siskins coming off that 3-1 win in Strathroy. They actually had an affiliate player in net on that game. Natalie finished with a great night, 37 out of 38 saves. Finished with a .974 save percentage. So you can bet they'll be taking another look at him, I'm sure. Lombardi coming off a 2-goal and 1-assist game. 3-point night. Bodzai picked up a couple of assists as well. And then Oliver getting the other goal for the Siskins. Also Neal, Milne, and Middleton all getting an apple apiece. As it looks like Grind has his pads fixed and makes his way back to the net. So there's going to be an offensive zone draw. The penalty just on the board now. 2 minutes is there against Reed Crossman. Van Neck is going to come out of the box in 27 seconds. Quick face-off stoppage as that one was sent to McDonald, who slaps down the mitt. Wins the draw. shaves off a couple seconds on this last minute and change of the second period. So along the far boards, Damon Radley trying to get around the Stars' defense and look for a passing lane. Miles Dunn keeping his stick in the way and forcing him on the outside. Good penalty killing here by Miles Dunn. He's put up the points in his start with the Stars this season, to say the least. Rookie of the month for September in the GOHL. As the Stars make it their way to the far corner, and the Siskins. Now the Stars will get the clear down the ice. Get the change. 30 seconds left on the clock. Lombardi enters the offensive zone. Stops up in the near corner. Lombardi back to the center of the blue line. Lombardi receives it back now on the near side. Just past the face-off dot. Pass to Massamy at the blue line. Shot through traffic. Tipped wide. Now Lombardi again on the near boards. Makes his way in front. Pass in front of the goal. And the Stars scramble it to the corner. Rowan Reed on the near corner. Has a couple Siskins on him. Edmondson pinches it up against the boards with time running out. And the buzzer will sound. And that will do it for the second period. Stars take the lead with the lone goal of the game so far, 1-0. They are out shooting the Siskins as well, 25-21. Although Waterloo had a flurry in that second period before the Stars' goal to pile on some shots and close that gap. The Stars first to find the back of the net. And that is all for the second period. Stars 1, Siskins 0 after 40 minutes of play. Reed Crossman is going to be in the box for 48 seconds starting the third period, as the Stars will take the lead into the final frame of regulation. So live from Waterloo, Ontario on the Stars YouTube page. We thank you for joining us, and please subscribe. We'll be back shortly for the third period after a quick break for intermission. As we empty the tanks, refill our drinks, we'll be ready to go in a bit. Welcome back to the St. Thomas YouTube live stream of the St. Thomas Stars in Waterloo to take on the Siskins. 2 periods have gone by. The St. Thomas Stars hold on to a 1-0 lead going into the final 20 of regulation. They will start this period with 48 seconds of penalty time to serve, as Reed Crossman is in the box. The Stars will look to try and seal this thing in the last 20 in the third period and get the win over Waterloo in their home arena. As Siskins with this short power play, they're heading into their own way up the ice. He's walking through the middle. Halloran will dump it in on the near corner. He'll retrieve the puck himself. Pass back up the boards to Murda, who's going to make his way in behind the net now. Murda getting watched by Owen Gray. He gets the puck off to the far boards. Lombardi picks it up. Lombardi stopped up in the far corner. He'll get it back to the blue line. Massamy back to Lombardi in the far corner as the Siskins trying to work their way around the zone, make these Stars players move and open up a gap. Neal walked in front, pass to the side of the net. McDonald tips that behind his net and gets it away from danger. Big turnover forced there, though, by the Siskins in the far corner. They'll get the puck back. Wraparound attempt off the pad of McDonald. Shot off the rebound, goes wide. Siskins keep it in again on the far side, right by the blue line. Lombardi with it. In behind the net, he manages to get it out in front, but his teammates weren't around. Managed to get that pass off with about 4 Stars pounding him behind the net. Siskins with it. They'll make it out. Make their way out their own zone. Penalty's over now as the Siskins enter the Stars zone on the far side. The Siskins going from right to left in this period. Stars left to right. Pass back to the blue line. Kept in just briefly as the Stars managed to scramble it out. Now entering the zone, Wyatt Cameron pulls it back, sends it out in front, and the goalie gets crashed into by his own defender as the net pops off, stopping the play. So Van Neck crashing into Grine. trying to make the defensive play. That pops off the moorings. Offensive zone draw. Back to 5-on-5 now. As Wyatt Cameron is going to get waved out of the dot on the far side. In comes Miles Dunn to take his place and take the face-off against Maltby. Maltby will win the draw into the far corner. Picked up by Massini. In front, Eloan Legalic to the near side now. Joey Bezzetta with a shot. That's deflected up and out of play off the stick of Baggio. So face-off will be inside the Siskins zone. Stars looking to try and build a bit of a streak here after getting the win in Listowel last Sunday. They can manage to get another one here on the road and see what they can do against LaSalle on Wednesday night. Trying to improve their road record. It's a matchup with their good home record of 5-2. Pass up to Bezzetta in the neutral zone. He'll get turned back into his own zone. Miles Dunn picks it up. Up to the far side. Wyatt Cameron with it at the offensive blue line. Stolen by Baggio and sent the other way to Middleton, who enters the star zone. Pass out in front. Loose puck. Picked up by Bodzai. Into the near corner he goes. Gets the pass back to the blue line. Middleton picks it up and walks in deep. Poked off his stick. Bodzai has to chase it into the corner. Sent back up the wall. Off the stick of Dunn. Just outside the zone. It's going to get thrown right back in by Hodge. As the Siskins are going to go for a full line change. Stars have it stopped up behind their net. Vahoviak coming up the ice, gives a pass to Reed Crossman. I always mix those two up with the Reed and the Rowan Reed and the Reed Crossman. Wyatt Cameron at the center line. Gets it ahead into the offensive zone to Reed Crossman. Pass back and forth with Ty Lawson. A little give and go by the side of the net. Was poked away by the Siskins defense. Looked a little promising till it wasn't. And the pass up the far boards is going to head over those short boards by the benches into the Siskins bench, stopping the play. So we'll get a face-off inside the zone since it was directly out off of a Waterloo Siskin. It'll be Holleran up against Cade Kinnear. Holleran gets thrown out of the dot this time. In comes Hammer to take his place, and he loses the draw to Kinnear. Pass out in front. Lawson trying to get a shot off. Defensive stick stopped that from getting on net. Lawson takes a spill in the corner. Slow to get up. Has to get his stick as the Siskins come the other way. Shot through the zone, right across the zone to the far side. Glides right through, and now back to the Waterloo defense in their own zone. Pass ahead to the blue line. Holleran walks in on the near dot. Puck poked to Hammer as he'll pick it up. Drops it off for Holleran. Back to the blue line. Down to the far side from Ratley. Over to Baggio. Baggio gets it back at the blue line. He'll dump it in deep. Now picked up by King. Poked off his stick by the Stars defense. As Pettipice tried to get it up the wall. Kept in. Shot towards goal. Stopped. Another shot, but that's blocked by Rory Savage in front. As the Siskins cannot get that puck on net. The Stars doing a good job of closing those lanes. Both the passing and shooting lanes. Denying any clean looks towards Eric McDonald. First 4 minutes and 30 seconds of this third period have gone by. Stars hold on to that 1-0 lead. So face-off in the Star zone on our near side. Chishin wins it back into the corner for Reed. Rowan Reed up to Pettipice. He'll enter across the blue line. Pass out in the center of the zone. Glides through to the far side. Battling forward in the corner is Ilchishin, now behind the net. Edmondson picks it up. Edmondson along the boards, back to Reed. Pass out in front. Ilchishin redirected it towards goal, but not enough gas on it to get it on net, as it basically just stopped up. Siskins with it behind the net now. Baggio Pass up the far side. Picked up by Massamy. He'll dump it in hard. Ends up behind the Stars goal. They'll cycle it around on the near side. Neal grabs it, though, for Waterloo. As they try a forecheck here to get possession, and it works. Maltby out to the blue line. Shot through traffic. It stops up. Loose puck. They're trying to jam it home. The Stars scramble it away. Chase Pettipies up the near boards. Gets it off the wall. Chases it down. Gets it in the offensive zone. Pettipies try to drop it off for Bezzetta. They will manage to dump it around the zone to the far side. Ty Lawson now in on the board battle. Gets it out to Matsos. George Matsos pass in front to Monic. And back for Lawson. Now Bezzetta in the slot at top of the near circle. Shot off the goaltender. As another great save made by Grind. Back to the point to Bezzetta. Across the blue line to the far side. Vahoviak sent towards goal off a skate. Monic with a shot. Stopped in front by Grind. Got his shoulder on that one. Stars still in the offensive zone. Pouring it on here now. 5-on-5. Bezzetta gliding around behind the net. Back to the blue line. Vahoviak a shot. That'll miss wide. Rebound comes to the near side. Siskins a chance to clear it. Matsos can't stop that at the blue line to keep it in. Now the Siskins with it in their own zone after the puck hopped back towards them. So Waterloo chasing it into their near corner. After the puck disagreed with that exit attempt. They'll try again. Stopped up behind their net now. Looking for a clean way out. As Hodge leaves the puck. For teammate Radley, he'll come up the near side along the boards now. Into the offensive zone. It's like a delayed offside as they'll touch it up. And the faceoff will be outside of the zone. Bit of a miscue on the entry there for the Waterloo Siskins. 13 minutes left in this third period. The Stars still holding on to that 1-0 lead. Poured on more offense in the third here. Now out shooting the Siskins 29-24 as the Siskins get a weak shot in on McDonald from the near dot. That'll whack off his pad into the near corner. Stars pick it up. Rory Savage picking up some speed up along the far boards, along the benches. Puck gets stopped up. Teammate sends it back to Victor Moody. Gallic gets it into the offensive zone, just avoids a hit from Radley right along the boards. So Radley tests the durability of that glass as he caught all of it. Lombardi for the Siskins will walk it into the offensive zone. Shot from the wall is going to hit the pad of McDonald. Stars control the rebound. Wyatt Cameron dumping it into the near corner. Doesn't quite get there as it's stopped up by Lombardi or Bodzai. One of them was in the way along the boards. Radley with it. That's center ice. Now picked up by his teammate Hammer. Hammer walking in behind the net. He'll take a lap in the zone out to the far side of the blue line. Shot attempt well wide off the backboard. On the near side, Bodzai goes down, hits into the boards, looking for a call. Doesn't get it. The Stars with it in the far corner. They'll play it up the boards. Turned over at the red line. Waterloo with it now. They'll enter the offensive zone. Massamy looking towards goal on the backhand. Gets it out in front. Scramble for the loose puck. It's floating around in the crease, and Eric McDonald is going to find it with the mitt. So the Siskins trying to get it into the dangerous areas. Trying to get a loose puck right in front that they can just sling towards McDonald and try and beat him. And he's denied them so far quite a few times. An offensive zone draw for the Siskins on our near side. They'll win it. Shot by King from the top of the near circle is stopped right in the breadbasket of Eric McDonald. He'll deny any rebound to popping out as well. Looks like Eric McDonald has continued his momentum from last week's great performance in Listowel. .957 save percentage. Offensive zone draw again on the near side for the Siskins. Quickly won and cleared by the Stars. That's going to be an icing call. So we're going to head back and try again. 11:09 left in the third period. The Siskins still looking for their first of the game to try and tie it up. Face off on the near dot. Won by the Siskins. They'll keep it around. They'll send it behind the net now. As they work the perimeter in the offensive zone, Halloran turns back in the far corner. Sent back behind the net. Ilchishin banks it off the boards to Pettipice at center ice. Now stolen by Waterloo. King walking his way in, trying to get around Owen Gray. Can't. Turns back to the far corner, went back to the blue line, but his defenders were going for a change. Bradley with it now in the neutral zone. Up to Halloran. Bradley takes a hit from Pettipice along the boards. Puck stopped up by Edmondson, but picked up by King. He'll work his way to the far boards. Pettipice throws a hit at King and takes him down. And now a hit at center ice as Ilchishin goes down. That's going to be a penalty. Didn't quite catch what happened there. Was following the puck into the zone, but then I looked over and Soupy was on the ice. He's going to throw his gloves off in frustration and head to the locker room. So a penalty is going to get handed to the Waterloo Siskins. It's Radley who goes in. I'm just going to ask Kevin Linker if he saw what happened there. Give me a moment.
Kevin, did you see what happened there? Blindside?
So he said it was just a blindside hit at center ice, catching Cooper Ilchishin. And away from the puck, too. He's also saying that the player could have earned himself a 10-minute major by staying on the ice and refusing to go to the box for a little bit. Kind of stayed out there. Looks like another Siskin is going to head to the box to serve an additional penalty as Perrott enters. It is going to be a 5-on-4, though, for just the 2 minutes. So an out of nowhere, unnecessary hit thrown at Cooper Ilchishin is going to earn the Siskins another penalty-killing shift and a chance for the Stars to try and increase their lead. Cade Kinnear scrambling for the puck on the near boards. But the Siskins will win it in the neutral zone, get it back in their own zone, and work it up the far side. Sent along the boards, in behind the net. For Eric McDonald to push along on the near boards. Now the Siskins regather in their own zone after the puck gets sent back towards them. They'll send it up the ice off the glass into the offensive zone. They're going to win the race, but Eric McDonald will find the puck first off the backboards. So there is, it looks like a 10-minute misconduct as well. Although that doesn't impact how many players are on the ice. It's just the 2-minute minor that is going to work on the power play for the Stars. Stars win the face-off in their own zone on the near circle. Wahoviak looks to work his way up the ice. Pettipice finds Crossman walking into the zone. Pass in front. Ty Lawson trying to jam it home. But Grind gets in the way, sprawls out, and denies that puck from getting through. It looked like a great entry from the Stars. I think a defensive stick at the last second in front just denied that puck from getting towards the net with any velocity. So Grind covers up, gets a face-off on the far dot. 57 seconds left on the penalty to Waterloo. St. Thomas Stars. Wyatt Cameron in for the draw. Wins it back to Pettipice, his billet brother. Wyatt Wahoviak. Luke Wahoviak. Was shot. That's pad save by Grind. Another pad save with the opposite side on the near side. A couple good perimeter shots by the Stars. Wahoviak makes his way along the blue line. A shot from it That's blocked. And the Stars get the rebound back. Cameron on the near dot. At the top of the circle. Puck poked away from him by Neal, but he recovers. Back to Vahoviak. Tipped on in front by Lawson. Scores! Chase Pettipies finds the loose puck in front. And the Stars up 2-0 on another power play goal. Great awareness by Pettipies to walk in and find that loose puck sitting right outside the crease. Actually hit it in on a backhand and gets it past Grind for the second time tonight on the 34th shot. So Grind still having a heck of a night despite the 2 goals getting past him. More importantly, the Stars now with a 2-0 lead. They'll win the draw after the goal and head into the offensive zone. Now George Matsos in front. Max Monik scores! Oh, serving up a number 41 with a side of his second goal of the season. Max Monik makes it 3-0.
Welcome to the count.
And the St. Thomas Stars now with their biggest lead of the game, 3-0. After a couple quick goals here, just about halfway through this third period. And that was another backhand through the 5-hole this time. That beat Grind on a scramble in front. St. Thomas forces another turnover at the blue line. A quick shot from Wyatt Cameron from distance. Grind will make a glove save that time and keep it out. 8:20 left now after the Stars have taken a 3-0 lead in Waterloo. Stars went 0-4 last season against the Siskins. Definitely looking to change that this time around. As Cameron gets tossed from the dot on the near circle. Miles Dunn walks in. Can't win the draw. Murda sends it in towards McDonald after crossing the blue line on the near boards. And McDonald finds that no problem. Hangs on for a whistle. Another face-off on our near side in the Star zone to our left. Maltby in for the draw. Can't win that as it exits the zone off of a Star stick. They'll get the puck just across the blue line of the offensive zone. Now a shot from distance and a glove save made by Grind. Wyatt Cameron taking a shot from the hash marks on the outside along the far boards. Great glove save by Grind. Saw it all the way. It's a bit of a stop and start. A few minutes here. And a great pass by Matsos to find Monik on that third goal. As they announce his assist, which will be his 4th assist of the season. And again, Max Monik's second goal. Back-to-back games he's found the back of the net. Another shot from distance. That's pad save for Grind as he steers it to the far side. Siskins scramble it to the neutral zone, but it's picked up by the Stars. Flipped high into the far corner by St. Thomas. Edmondson throws a hit, loosening up that puck. St. Thomas gets possession. Shot towards goal is stopped on the way by a body. And Grind is going to pick that up and hold on to it. Shots 38-28 now. As St. Thomas has poured it on, finding their groove again back in the third. After a bit of a rough start to the second, they pulled it back, got the goal in the second, and now the third has been mostly St. Thomas. Eric McDonald's made a few key saves to this game. 28 in total. Reed Crossman in on the draw on the far side up against Lombardi. Lombardi wins it into the corner. Stars trying to scramble for it. They'll force a clear to the neutral zone to pick up. Moody trying to find Kinnear at the blue line. They'll get past him, but it gets in deep to the Waterloo zone. Crossman walking around a couple players. But the double team will be successful and force a turnover. Now Bodzai into the offensive zone on the near side. Bodzai sends it out in front. Nobody there. to receive it. Crossman to Kinnear as they enter the zone along the near boards. Crossman with a shot from distance along the boards is stopped by Grind. Rebound gathered by the Siskins. Big hit thrown along the boards, this time by Savage, as he loosens up that puck nicely. Quite a few hits from a few different Stars tonight. Lombardi can't receive that at the blue line in the offensive zone. A couple water bottles have spilt off the Stars bench onto the ice. You have to get those off. The linesman's not concerned about it looks like. Siskins with it in their own zone. Kahoviak is trying to pick it up with a stick along the boards. He gets it with an assist from Bezetta as the water bottle's back on the bench. Siskins enter the zone. In behind the net they go. Up along the near boards. It's picked up by Hodge. Pass to the far side. A shot tipped just wide off a body. Now picked up by the Stars. Owen Gray off the glass. Will send it all the way down the ice. Chase Pettipice is going to win the race to wave off the icing. Can't gather the puck though. Siskins back the other way. Pass to the far side by Van Neck. Now a shot fanned on by Neal. He'll have to chase it into the corner. Does get it over to Lombardi. Stopped up briefly by the linesman's skate. Well, they'll send it in behind the net. George Matzos pushing his man up against the boards. Giving Rowan Reed a chance to pick up that puck. Send it up the far side. Legalic with a dangle by the bench. And that gives a couple woos from the bench. As he'll dump it in after entering the zone. Had to get a line change completed for his teammates. Now Murdo with it for Waterloo. Across the far side. They'll dump it into the far corner. Picked up by Hammer. As they try to cycle. A chance in front now. Shot just wide of the goal. As he misses the net. Into the corner. Siskins trying to get it back to the blue line. They do to Middleton. Now he'll send it back all the way around the boards to the far side. Picked up by Maltby. Cycles it again to the near side. This time Miles Dunn gets there first. Now Joey Bezzetta tried to clear the zone. Middleton kept it in. Shot it, but wide. Now on the far side. Siskins still with it in the zone. Making their way on the perimeter, down by 3. Pass attempt by Holloran is off a skate. Back to the near side. Holloran picks it back up. And the Stars managed to grab it in their own zone. Eloan Legalic entering the offensive zone, but just offside. As it looked like Miles Dunn jumped the gun a little bit. 4:03 left in the third period. The St. Thomas Stars up 3-0 over the Waterloo Siskins in Waterloo. Good away game performance so far for the Stars as they look to try and close this thing out, take home the 2 points. Into the offensive zone, Cade Kinnear along the far boards, tried a centering pass. That gets to the near corner. Poked away and sent to the far side by Waterloo as they exit the zone. Into the offensive zone they go, but that's offside. Teammate tried to drag his foot, but just couldn't drag it far enough, and that's going to be an offside call. Which will force us outside the zone for a face-off. Next shot for the Stars, if they can get it, will be their 40th of the night on Brock Grind as they win the draw just outside their zone. Max Monick on the near boards, trying to chip it ahead for Kinnear, but it's stolen by Bonzai. As Waterloo enters the zone, shot well wide of the net, rebound off the backboards. Lombardi tried to one-time it, sent back out in front. Stars will gather a bouncing puck. Can't control it though, as Baggio sends it back into the St. Thomas zone deep. Siskins turn on the forecheck again. Stars defense gets it around a couple Siskins along the near boards and out. Ty Lawson with it along the far boards. Trying a centering pass to Kinnear off a skate. Ty Lawson picks it back up again. Savage from distance in front. Cade Kinnear couldn't find it as it stopped up off his stick behind him. Now the Siskins the other way. Out in front, a backhand pass attempt into the center of the zone was off a stick and up and out of play. Both teams go for a full line change. It will be interesting to see what this St. Thomas crease is going to look like in the big bunch of games they've got coming up this week, as Dylan Durnall has been out with an injury. Do have the affiliate Darren Haggerty on the bench again tonight. We'll see if perhaps an affiliate gets a start in the cluster of games this season if Durnall is not ready to go. As Eric McDonald gets the start tonight, they play on Wednesday again, so it would be a quick turnaround from the Wednesday, Friday, Saturday games. So we'll see if there's any new faces in the St. Thomas crease in the coming games. As the Siskins get it in deep to the St. Thomas zone. St. Thomas trying to get it out up the near boards. Can't do so. Siskins will trap it in. Along the boards, Massamy stops it at the blue line again. He'll send it back in deep. Into the far corner, and it looks like there's going to be a delay penalty against the Waterloo Siskins. It's going to be a hooking call. Drake Neal doesn't like it. Palm skyward. But it looks like the penalty is going to go to Sutton Maltby, his teammate. With just under 2 minutes to go in the third period, the Stars will be on the power play, see if they can get a fourth before the end of the game. Or perhaps just try and shave down the rest of this time. Owen Gray at the blue line. Over to Miles Dunn on the near side, top of the circle. He'll send it beside the net to Cade Kinnear. Bounces away off a skate. Kinnear battling for it in the corner. Up against Baggio. Kinnear manages to get it to Savage. But Savage stripped of the puck by Massamy. Miles Dunn keeps it in at the blue line on the near boards. Sent back into the corner for Kinnear. Kinnear trying to get around Halloran. Can't do so. He'll try and keep battling for the puck. Does win it back just outside the blue line and gets it right back in. Now Massamy picks it up for Waterloo. As they'll take it up the far boards. Gliding through center ice, Massamy trying to walk around the defender. Does get a shot off on the near boards as MacDonald makes a save. Hello on Legalic. Into the offensive zone. Stars are on the power play here. Back to the point. Winding up and shooting. Bahoviak misses on the blocker side. Wyatt Cameron picks it up along the far boards. Pass sent across to Ty Lawson, and a big glove save made by Grind to deny Lawson on that shot. Right from the near face-off circle. Got all of it, too. Goaltender didn't catch it, so it keeps going. St. Thomas with the puck, 25 seconds left. Bahoviak winds up, shot blocked in front, and the Siskins clear it down the ice. And time running out here as it looks like the St. Thomas Stars are going to take their second victory in their second matinee game in a row. Back-to-back Sunday matinees, 4 points taken total as they come into Waterloo and beat the Siskins on their home ice. A team ahead of them in the standings, so a very important victory for the St. Thomas Stars. As they'll go congratulate Eric McDonald for his second shutout of the season. His first came in his first game, and this is his second, so big game for Eric McDonald, the second big game in a row after a great performance in Listowel last week. So that'll do it. The St. Thomas Stars take the victory 3-0 over the Waterloo Siskins, and another important 2 points on the road. We thank you for tuning in to our live stream, our audio live stream on YouTube, the St. Thomas Stars YouTube channel. Please subscribe, like, and we will try to build this thing and get some more games on the road for you. Next game will be in LaSalle. I'm told their Wi-Fi is not very good, so I'm not liking the chances of how that broadcast will go, but we'll try and see how it is. St. Thomas will be in LaSalle on Wednesday night. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you on Wednesday. Live from Waterloo, Phil Pimentel here, signing off.